How the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history.
Alright, welcome back to SOS. Some stuff's aren't about us. Oh, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer was protected by Yukon Cornelius. So, Island of Misfit Toys. Veteran discount. Okay, so every Sunday I do a kind of a Sunday rant. It's more of a, I feel a little bit different every Sunday, and I always like to do videos kind of how I used to do it, long back when I started, I guess. So the topic for today is the veteran discount, because something weird happened today, and I wish I would have had my camera on when it did, because I'm going to start making videos like that, and I'm going to start filming these crazy events that happen before my eyes, because I know I'm not crazy, and I want to take you guys along for the ride. And I've got another video I've got to do. Sippy and I did today, and I think it's going to be a pretty interesting video. People are going to like it, but we were out in public doing that one. And but Christmas, okay, I've got to get the tree. All right, I had to get the tree, and so there's not a lot of good deals, and I went to Lowe's this time because I was already at Lowe's, and I got my lights. And usually the folks are set up all over the place for me to get a tree, so I could just go to any parking lot somewhere where a guy has come from the mountains somewhere, with a bunch of trees, that kind of ordeal. I know, I'm just kidding, messing with you, but they usually set up the trees, and I'll go and I'll pick one out with the family and everything. We do this, about this time. And well, this time we were already in the area of Lowe's, and their trees are at like $39. That's about an average for them. And I'm not promoting their stuff, because you're probably not going to like what you hear next, and you're probably not going to like Lowe's anymore. I don't know. It's totally up to you. I'm not trying to boycott Lowe's or anything. I'll still shop there. It's just kind of ridiculous overall how things are going. But I thought it was funny. I'm sitting there. I've got my hoodie on, and I got my hat on and everything. Paparazzi's everywhere. I'm just kidding, making jokes. But yeah, I'm just sitting there, and the guy's got his hair in a ponytail, right? And he's a friendly dude. I asked him if he could put the webbing on it, so when I throw it on top of the truck, it doesn't get ripped to pieces. It's going to be pretty high altitude up there, so I didn't want it ripped to pieces. And he's okay. He goes, "You want the inch trimmed off the bottom. It helps it get water better. It absorbs water better if you trim that inch off the bottom. And also break up some aspirin to put in your water too. That's another thing that helps the tree. It definitely makes the tree last longer, okay, instead of it just falling to pieces. One thing to keep in mind, instead of buying the packets of stuff. I'm digressing. But, I'm sitting there, and the guy trims the inch. He's trimming the inch off the tree, bottom of the tree. And it wasn't like he's cutting cords of firewood or anything. He's just cutting 1 inch off the tree there. But this lady walks up. I don't know what on earth. It's the attitude of people these days. It's just, there's no, see me, if I get jacked up, I always say I'm sorry, or, to somebody, if I said something wrong, I'm like, sorry about that. Didn't mean to get you upset. But that's kind of what a normal person would do, right? Somebody with manners, with manners. This person comes up to me and goes, she thought I worked there, and she's like, talking about the trimmings of the tree. They cut off the bottom part of it, throw it on the ground. It's just scattered around, and then they put it in a big box, and people can just walk up and take as much as they want, so they can go and make wreaths out of it. A lot of people do that. They make weird stuff out of it. But the lady asked me if she could what I'd do with that, and could she have some of that. And I said, I don't work here. And she said, uh, well, first I had to mess with her. I couldn't just say I didn't work here. Right off the bat, I instantly said, without missing a beat, I'm on my break. And then I go, no, I'm just kidding. I don't work here. She kind of went, oh, like that. I said, no, I'm just kidding. I don't work here. And I'm telling you, I'm a lot of fun in public. But she, she's like, does she work here? His back was, and he's got a ponytail, and he's cutting the tree, and she's like, does she work here? That's a dude. Oh, well, does she looks at me and says that I should work here, and I'm like, no, I shouldn't. Come on now, but yeah, no, I'm good. But it's just ridiculous. Like, I mean, didn't even, just kept screwing up left and right, and the guy heard her say it, and it turned around. It's like, really? And because he gave her the really. Oh man, I'm telling you one thing. If that was, well, I'm not even gonna go. He's a big dude. Oh man, if that's a female, that would be a bodybuilder, okay? I'm just throwing it out there. It was blatantly obvious that it was a dude cutting the tree. All right, back to the main point of this. Veterans discount. I'm all over the place. I told you, these videos get kind of random. All right, so veterans discount, right? Look, I don't expect places to do a veterans discount thing, okay? And I have known for years, my years of service, and then the years afterwards. I carry 3 ID cards. Technically, one of them's the state, but 2 of them are government. I carry these ID cards with me in the event I have to, get in this ridiculous type of ordeal. And I haven't had it happen to me in a while. Now, I have had trouble with Lowe's before because, all right, I wasn't carrying all of my ID cards with me. I've got the DAV, and your veterans, just my chair, your VA card, and all other jazzy stuff, and all this fancy stuff, right? And in the event, if I wanted to, I could freaking be parking in handicapped parking spots, but I'm not broken. You know what I mean? There's difference. There's a major difference. So I don't choose to do any of that trash. I run the plates like all the other guys do, and I don't do anything weird like that. So the thing is the point of this is I go to the checkout, and the old lady that was there before, it might be offensive that I said old lady. She's an older gal, but she rang up my stuff, to get out of there. The first time, because I had to get the tree, because I can't haul kids and a wife and a tree to the car and tie it up and then come back and then go get my lights and stuff, because I needed more lights. I've got to make shotgun shell Christmas lights again, but I do it on my press. I use the press to make my shotgun shell Christmas lights. I'm there and I do the tree, and I was joking around with her that, about the ordeal that had happened with someone coming up and thinking I worked there, and and people in the South are a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun to have. They like talking about stuff like this. And I told her, I told the lady I was on my break, and she said, well, are you still on your break? And I said, yeah, I'm still on my break right now. I got to get this tree. I just want to get this tree. You guys offer a discount to employees, right? And I showed her my veteran ID, and she's like, well, yes, we do. She's messing with me back. She saw the veteran, she saw my ID card, and she said, well, yes, we do. So she rung me up. It's no big deal. It's that was that easy, right? And I'm used to Lowe's doing that, and many other places do. I go out, I go back in, I get more lights, I take kids, family, all of us to the checkout finally, because Dad's done with the tree. We're done. We can gather up the rest of our trash and go. I get to the register this time, and it's a younger person, a younger chick. And shouldn't say chick, younger, uh, younger lady. There we go. Younger lady. There we go. I won't say chick. That would be rude. All right. Younger lady at the register. You got to be politically correct these days. So I said, is it all right if I get veteran discount? And she said, I showed her my card, and she goes, well, you need to go to Lowe's.com and you need to register. And I go, do I have to put my DD214 and all this other trash into it or something? What's up with that? And no. Well, she got lost in the sauce. She didn't know what it meant. She's kind of like, huh? And I said, what do you need me to put on the website? And she said, you got to enter your, your discharge date and blah, blah, blah. I went, why do I need to register? I didn't want to get into it, but I said, do I need to can I put it in here? And she's like, oh, no. She's like, you're fine, and rings it up and everything. And I go and I get in the car, looked at my receipt, and she didn't give it to me. Seriously? But, really? So I've really got to go do that. So now, to all of you out there that are veterans, if you want your Lowe's discount, I'll go ahead and tell you now. You got to go and you got to register online. You got to go ahead and put yourself in the system so that they know you're a vet and that kind of thing. Now, is it because there's a lot of fraud? Possibly. And there are a lot of frauds. Okay. Now, there is also the one time I went to Lowe's and I showed them my driver's license. Now, on my driver's license, it says veteran. And most people know what that is. I think they stopped doing it. I don't think they do it anymore. But they put veteran on my driver's license as well. So I didn't have to carry all my other trash. I could just show them that, and that's proof. Because you got to get verified by, I think, Nashville. Like, I have to mail off a bunch of trash. I have to give them my DD214 and blah, 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 and all this other said trash. And they mail all that trash to Nashville, and then they say, okay, you've been verified, stamped, approved. It's just, it feels like you're getting your CCW or something, but you just all I wanted was I wanted that, if you've earned something, you're like, I earned that title, I want it, put it on my driver's license. It's not like that. I'm not angry, but I wanted it on there, right? It was cool. I was like, I want that on there. I want that on there. And most people feel that way and would feel that way. It's just like anything people get or do, accomplishments, achievements, stuff that they've done in their life. They're going to want that on there, right? But anyways, if I feel like I've got to beg for a veteran discount, please don't give it to me. I don't want it. I mean, if you put it if you put it in your information and you got to make people jump through hoops for it and beg for it, just don't do it. Because at that point, you're just keeping a status. Look at us. We do a veteran discount. See what they do there? It's just lame. See, now you're just, love us. We support vets here, See what they do? And they're a big major corporation. You know what I mean? At that point, it's nasty and disgusting and gross. Like, I don't even want nothing to do with it. If they're going to act like that at this point, I mean, this could happen to anybody, and, telling, having to explain a bunch of stuff like that, it's just, and go through all this ordeal just to get a discount. It's kind of dumb. I'm just saying. But they don't have to give it to you. They don't have to give it to anyone. And most places don't. Places that you would expect would do a veteran discount don't do veteran discount. It's like Tandy leather. If you guys are always asking me about leather products, but Tandy leather, I like shopping there because they do a major veteran program there, and they do a major discount. So uh, that's always a good place. But there are places do like free coffee and stuff like, and Veterans Day ordeal. It's the whole event, you know, places that do free meals and stuff like that. But it's these big major companies that want people to register to get their discount. That's just, it's scary. I mean, it's going to happen to a lot of people. I'm not the only one that's going to be affected by this. And, you know, some hoity-toity uh, person is going to get up there and be like, well, let me tell you this, you know. And it's like, man, well, let me tell you this. When you were in diapers, I was probably, you know what I mean? I tell you what, man, when it's time for me, this is what I'm going to have to be exposed to growing up now, you know, getting older, growing up when I grow up. Boy, I'm on a roll today with just goofiness. When I'm older, you know, when I'm much, much older than now, you know, because I'm 40 now, if I go beyond that, it's going to get ridiculous. And when I'm eligible for a senior citizen's coffee or a senior citizen's whatever, someone at the checkout is probably going to look at me and say, no, you don't get a senior citizen's discount or a senior citizen's coffee because you've had twice as long to earn the money. That's probably what I'm going to get. It's scary. Mom and pop stores, support them. You know, a lot of them out there they're not putting all over their paperwork saying that they do a veterans discount and getting fat tax write-offs for it. You know, they're not those kind of people. So support the right people, and that's kind of the purpose of this video. And it just got me thinking, you know, you're getting a big fat tax write-off probably for having that veterans discount. I'm pretty sure of it. All right, you're watching SOS. I'm Staff Sergeant Badass. Have a beautiful, fabulous, fantastic day, and don't let me screw it up for you. You take it easy. God bless you guys and gals.